shall we only take good things from God? So yun yung alam din ng Panginoon na magiging response si Job. He concentrated instead on Job's response. Sa atin din, when we are facing difficulties in our lives, when we are having problems or there are sufferings, God is not interested on the things that we are doing. He is concentrating on how we will respond to it. Ano ba ang response natin sa suffering? Yung iba kasi, pag nakaranas ng suffering, ang unang response, tumakbo, palayo sa Panginoon. Or even, will turn away from God. Ayoko na, magtatampo na ako sa Diyos. Di na ako attend dyan. Ganun. Ganun agad yung response. But Job did not respond that way. He continued to trust God. The real issue at stake was Job's faith, so our real issue with God is our faith. Whether he would continue to trust God even when everything went wrong. Are we continuing to trust God? Kahit ano pa yung nangyayari sa buhay natin. Patuloy po tayo magtiwala sa Panginoon. And number 10, suffering can be used for a higher good. Meron tayong suffering, God can turn that into something good in the end. Meron pong magandang mangyayari. At yun po yung expected natin. We are facing this difficulty. Meron tayong almost 100,000 na kailangang bayaran, difficulty. But the children of God, all of us came together, raised the funds, we became closer. At hindi lang yun, naisip pa na kailangan pala ganitong maging layout ng simbahan, mas maganda, mas maayos. And everybody came together and there will be continuous work here. Marami pa po tayong gagawin, magpipintura pa po tayo. Ito po ay vinyl ulit ng may-ari. We just trust the Lord. So, siguro kung hindi nangyari yun, sabi niya, masyado na kayang merong etong ganitong sitwasyon. So, God turned it for good. Amen po. And the pledges are continuously coming in and we are encouraging you to give more to the Lord. It's a treasure, it's an investment for God's glory. Dahil marami pa po tayong gaayusin. Bibili pa po tayo ng upuan. Amen po? Amen. At kung empty po yan, kausapin natin yung mga dating nakaupo dyan, pabalikin natin maupo ulit dyan. At magsama pa. Magsama lang po tayo ng isa, bawat isa sa atin, doble na agad di ba? Punong-puno na po ulit ito. Okay? In Job's case, God used a time of very great pain to win an important, even cosmic victory over Satan. Looking backward, but only looking backward, we can see the advantage Job gained by continuing to trust God. Job is often cited as an Old Testament picture of Jesus Christ, who lived a perfectly innocent life but endured great pain and death. The terrible event of Christ's death was also transformed into a great victory. Yung death ni Christ was transformed into a great victory. The suffering of Job was also transformed into a great victory. Thousands of years later, Job's questions have not gone away. People who suffer still find themselves borrowing Job's own words as they cry against God's seeming lack of concern. But Job affirms that God is not deaf to our cries and is in control of this world no matter how it looks. God did not answer all Job's questions, but his very appearance caused Job's doubts to melt away. Job learned that God cared about him and that God rules the world. It was enough. Sa panahon na tahimik ang Panginoon, nahanap ni Job ang Panginoon. At the moment God appeared before Job, the moment that God spoke, all Job's fears, all his sufferings melt away. Now, wala na siyang natanong, wala na siyang nasabi, hindi na siya nakipag-argumento, hindi na niya tinuloy yung mga cases niya before God. That God's very presence in his life was enough for him to receive the healing that he needed. Ganon din po sa buhay natin. Alam po na, pag kinausap na tayo ng Panginoon, pag naramdaman na natin yung presensya ng Panginoon, alam na natin na andyan na ang Diyos, andito ang Diyos. He will continue to rescue me. He will take me away from this dark place and bring me into light. Yun po ang naramdaman ni Job. Someone asked C.S. Lewis, why do the righteous suffer? Bakit po ba nagsasuffer ang mga righteous? Sabi niya, he replied, because they're the only ones who can take it. Only the righteous are the only ones who can take suffering. Sila lang yung makakatake niya dahil alam nila na ang Diyos nila ang magre-rescue sa kanila. Are we righteous, church? Then, palapakan po natin ang Panginoon. We can take it because we know that the Lord is there to end this suffering then. At pag nagbigay po siya ng victory sa atin, twice as much as we are expecting. Those who know the path to God can find it in the dark. Those who know the path to God can find it in the dark. Nasa darkness ba tayo? Alam pa rin natin ang daan patungo sa Panginoon. Dahil nakilala na natin siya. Alam na natin na nandyan ang Panginoon. At makikita natin, kahit na gano'ng kadilim yan, kitang-kita natin ang Panginoon. A clay pot sitting in the sun will always be a clay pot. Ano pong pot. To go through the white heat of the furnace to become a porcelain. Makakita na po kayo ng palayok. Palayok siya in the heat, pero heat of the sun. Pero pag siya ay pinadaan sa apoy, yung daw pong pot, nagiging porcelain. So, nagiging 5,000 ng isa ng jar na dati ay 50 pesos lang dahil naging porcelain na siya. That is how Christian life, how our Christian life should go. Magiging makinis na makinis tayo. Kung may nadadaanan tayong hindi magandang sitwasyon ngayon, pinapakinis lang tayo ng Panginoon. Clay pot pa kasi tayo. Then we will emerge as porcelain. And this is, bata pa po ako, alam ko na itong poetry na to eh. At ito po ay reminder sa atin na huwag tayo mag-quit. Are we like in the situation of Job? Pero sabi ko nga sa inyo, walang makakalapit man lang doon sa naging sitwasyon ni Job. Sabi dito, don't quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest is if you must, but don't you quit. Amen. Huwag po tayo mag-quit because God is there. He is in control. And gusto ko lang po mag-focus. Nabalikan po natin itong Job 42. Sabi po dito, God blessed Job's later life even more than his earlier life. He ended up with 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 teams of oxen, and 1,000 donkeys. He also had 7 sons and 3 daughters. He named the first daughter Dove, the second Cinnamon, and the third Dark Eyes. There was not a woman in that country as beautiful as Job's daughters. Their father treated them as equals with their brothers, providing the same inheritance. Job lived on another 140 years, living to see his children and grandchildren, 4 generations of them. Then he died, an old man, a full life. Job chapter 42 is a summation that our God is a God who is all-powerful, concerned over the lives of his children, and he is always there, ready to welcome us, ready to bless us, ready to provide for our needs. Amen. Tayo pong lahat ay manalangin. Maraming salamat po, Panginoon, sa pag-aaral po sa buhay ng isang tao na naka-experience ng great suffering. Up to now, we thank you, Father God, that his life can be an inspiration to us. Na marami po sa amin, maaaring dumadaan sa isang sitwasyon na hindi maganda, pero ito pa paalala sa amin na meron pong nakalaang pagpapala. All you are looking for from us is our faith. Matatag pa po, kung matatag pa ang aming pananampalataya sa iyo. At ito po ang sinasabi namin sa pagkakataong ito, Panginoon. We are totally emptying ourselves to you, Father God. Na-acknowledge namin that we can do nothing without you. At ikaw, Panginoon, na makapagbibigay ng solusyon sa lahat ng sitwasyon na ito. Ikaw makakapagpaganda ng buhay. At kung ito po ay maganda na, maraming salamat at patuloy mo pa po itong pagagandahin. Because in you, Father God, there is always goodness. Your power shall always be there, ready for your children, ready for us, Father God. And we thank you for the victory that we can always have in you. This day we declare as a day that we are telling you, Father God, na we acknowledge your very presence in our lives, that we will continue to praise you, we will continue to worship